Welcome back to Wario Land. We're going into Pinball Zone now. One of the weirder levels of the game and kind of frustrating to be honest as well.
Well, hold on. Weird for Wario standards or just weird in general?
Weird in general.
I guess I just let that vroom speak for itself and the scree.
Sonic would have had an actually curved incline. Yeah.
VRM, motherfuckers. Whatever the fuck that is.
I think that's supposed to be Vroom.
Vroom.
And what's with this?
Even though they just spelled it earlier.
What is with this? What the heck is the name of the dragon from Disney called?
Peach Dragon.
Yeah, Pete.
Which
What's
dragon?
the Pete's dragon.
There's so many dragons.
Well, there's Mushu. He's a dragon. But I don't think that's the one you're thinking of.
I think Pete's dragon is the one I was thinking, because that's what I thought when I saw these guys on the walls for whatever reason.
Purple dragon.
Okay, that
Purple
was
dragons. Isn't that the name of
looking?
something like I'm thinking
Like, it's on the tip of my tongue, too. We may be thinking of the same thing. But...
it's like something tells me it's like the name of some lame gang from something. Hold on, now I gotta Google it.
Well,
just type in purple dragon, see if the first result is not porn.
It's
what, are you
probably
thinking like a team from Legend of the Hidden Temple or something?
Well, maybe Spyro?
That too.
Spyro's a purple dragon.
It's turtles. It's TMNT. They're a great. It's the really lame guys from the 2012 Turtles cartoon. Okay, that's.
I didn't really watch that.
I watched
show,
a
so.
season of it. It was okay. I just don't really care about anything Turtles related for the most part, so I couldn't get too into it.
Well, because you're too young to remember them in their heyday.
Well, I watched some of the 2003
I would say
cartoon.
I would say that's part of the problem, honestly. Like, was the 2012, from what you remembered, a modern interpretation of the Turtles, or were they still trying to milk off their 90s, late 80s attitude?
It was the same basic idea. Like, you know, Mikey was the jokey one, Raph was the angry one. You know, for some reason Donatello had a crush on April, which is weird because interspecies romance just doesn't do it for me. At least when one's like a real life animal. But
well,
you know,
the comics got that right because like at one point April was like striking a pose, asking how she looks, and one of the turtles is like, "Hey, you look great," you know, for a human. It's like you have no idea what an attractive human is supposed to look like.
Man, but yeah, because like totally all the turtles want to bang Venus. Oh wait. Nobody wants to remember Venus. Is she their sister?
Nobody likes to talk about that show. No, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with Venus, but you know, it's yeah.
Yeah. But like,
yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah, the writing was good. It's just I couldn't really care. Is mostly the thing.
I gotcha.
Meanwhile, back in the Wario Land 4 playthrough, Wario is still throwing balls at things.
Yes, that's the.
Oh, and apples.
This level
This is
looks
not how you play
in the extreme.
Well,
this is not how you play pinball.
well, that's the entire gimmick of the level, so I hope you enjoy it, Lewis.
I don't.
You have to grab a
You
ball
have to
and
get the
place
balls
it
into
somewhere.
these little things, yeah.
Flippers be damned. You know what? I kind of like Wario's mentality when it comes to playing pinball. Fuck the flippers. What if I just break the glass and put the ball inside the bonus holes?
I'm pretty sure that would activate the tilted penalty.
Nah, it only tilts if you tilt it. I'm just breaking the glass.
Yeah, there's no penalty for actually destroying the machine,
Breaking the glass,
other
you're
than
right.
being yanked out of the establishment and given a restraining
Because
order.
I already tied up the owner and he's right now struggling in the basement. But don't
Also-
worry, I left him a Pop-Tart.
Also charged for replacing the machine, and if pinball machines are anything like arcade cabinets, they're probably really fucking expensive.
It depends on which
Like
ones.
one of my dreams was to own a Pac-Man machine, like just like eventually. But then I realized that they're like $1,500, and then I was like, yeah, not anytime soon.
Man, the only time I've ever seen a house with a personal arcade machine in it was my aunt's mansion in Massachusetts. Like, at a family reunion for some leg of the family I barely even know. And
Well, when I first moved in with my stepfather, 1995, he had inactive pinball machines set up. I don't know why he had it, but it was cool to look at.
When I was in elementary school, one of my friends had a Monopoly pinball machine. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't know that they made Monopoly pinball, but then again, everything's got a pinball, so, you know.
Yeah, give it like 10 more years.
Hooray.
Well, you see, Monopoly and Pinball, they belong together because they'll sell themselves out to any brand for a little more attention, you know? So why not sell themselves to each other? You know, get themselves
Fuck you,
a little
Uncle
gold
Pennybags.
ring, have some kids, you know? It would be the ultimate offspring of suck-uppage.
Does this greed have no bounds?
We're playing a Wario game.
I'm not talking about Wario. I'm talking about Uncle Pennybags.
Oh no, Uncle Pennybags is Wario's mentor. Don't you see? The original Monopoly was actually designed as a criticism of capitalism.
Yeah.
It does,
And that's
feel
why it's
quite
so
a lot
fucking
like a
awful.
criticism. That's why the
Like,
pieces are like old shoes and thimbles, you know?
Yeah.
Of course, these
'Cause
days they're more like stylish shit.
I still think the thimble is still there. But you know, if you didn't get the race car, you didn't want to play in that at all. So,
What are you talking about? I'd usually be like the dog.
maybe second place.
What about Zelda's sword?
I never bought any of those tie-ins. Zelda, Sonic, Mario.
My aunt gave me a Nintendo pinball once. And it's the version we played. No, not pinball. Monopoly. I'm sorry. Nintendo Monopoly. Although I'm pretty sure my aunt did give me that awful Mario pinball game. So I'm not sure if it was the same aunt, but I did have an aunt that gave me the awful Mario pinball game. So you know. But yeah, the Mario Monopoly was the version of it that we played the most. It's usually the version that we still break out whenever we feel like wasting 3 hours and hating each other. So yeah.
Well,
I've lost
What
track
about, like,
of the number of anniversary editions of Monopoly that have ended up being Christmas presents for one of my parents in this house.
It's like, you cheapskate. I know exactly where you got this. I know how much it costs.
the Monopoly my family always had was Star Wars Monopoly.
Ah,
I had Star Wars
No.
Stratego.
it was always vanilla Monopoly, and at one point, very early in our lives, Monopoly Junior, I think it was.
Oh, you played Monopoly Junior?
It is so pathetically easy and somehow even more boring than the original Monopoly.
Well, it is for like 3-year-olds, so you know.
Yeah, I know. And
Yeah,
I was 12.
because that's what we need to teach our 3-year-olds, how to be greedy and how to beat the competition.
3-year-olds
commerce.
already are greedy. Have you ever seen one of those little fuckers in an ice cream line? Like, Jesus Christ.
I'm still waiting for my ice cream.
But do you really think the answer to that is to teach them capitalism?
I don't know.
That's supposed to be a Yeti? That Bigfoot? Yeah, that's definitely Bigfoot.
It has some weird
do-
Wario name. Well, I was surprised.
Like, see, this is what happens when I try to think too hard for a name that Wario would give Yeti or Bigfoot.
It's no thing I
Christ,
beat up for money.
Are we still here?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, it's not a matter of yeah, we are, but not because Ryan blows. It's just that this is the design of the level.
It's really, really long.
Yeah, this is only one act, isn't it?
Yes.
Well,
this-
the
that and the
Red
boss.
Passage is probably the Red Passage is probably my least favorite one. Mostly just because most of the levels are pretty long and annoying. Although
This
a
doesn't
lot of
even,
games.
this doesn't feel like pinball to me. This feels like frickin' pachinko.
Oh, don't remind me of that frickin' Mario Sunshine level. Like, seriously.
Nobody wants to be reminded of Mario Sunshine's pachinko board.
That
But it
is,
feels
you
like
know,
the same thing, except you're actually paying pachinko and you don't have FLUDD.
Flood didn't
Ugh.
never seem to really help me all that much in that.
Flood was part of the problem, and that the terrain and how they programmed it.
Oh man, that it's. You know, Mario Sunshine has a lot of cringe-worthy extra missions. That one might be one of the most cringe-worthiest.
Yeah, but
it was that
you
and the
know what?
Poison River.
At least in the case of the Sunshine Pachinko level, you either won or lost relatively fast. We've been here for 9 minutes. Almost 10 minutes now. Okay. This is the part in a Sandopolis zone where I'd be eyeing the timer and sweating. Okay.
Oh, because Sonic can't exist in the
for
same.
too long.
Sonic can't exist in the same square mile of land for too long. Otherwise, he decides that he just can't go on any longer.
Yeah.
Well, that's a thing in Sonic CD.
No, Sonic CD is just him getting bored. Like in Sonic, in like the other Sonic
It
games.
doesn't fucking matter. You stand still for 3 minutes. That poor child that forgot to pause this game when he went to go take a shit. And he comes back and he's got the game over music playing. I was like, what did I do? I just went to the bathroom. Apparently that's not cool for Sonic.
Well, think about what happens in other games when you forget to pause the game when you go to take a shit. Like in Castlevania, you get murdered by zombies on the first level.
Yeah, but you have to walk into the castle first. You're safe in that intro screen. There's still a time limit, but, you know, that's your fault at that point.
Yeah, at least the time
If you
limit
started
in like.
the game and if you started the game and then immediately had to go to the bathroom, I'm sorry.
Hey, sometimes it sneaks up on you.
Like, has anybody ever died to the time limit in Castlevania? Because, like, I feel like that and
No.
Mario are, like, the least necessary time limits, like, ever.
You know, my answer to that is there's a time limit in Castlevania, and that probably answers the question. But I have died to it once, but mostly because it was in Adventure Rebirth on the Wii, and that's a game where there are keys hidden around the levels that you have to search for to get through certain paths. So, yeah.
Oh, it's kind of like a Vampire Killer from the MSX.
Yeah.
You
pretty
played
much.
the MSX Castlevania game?
Oh, I know of it. I never played it. I know of it.
Oh.
Well,
you can't call yourself a true Castlevania fan, John. Jeez.
Well, it's
I
not,
do research, which is better than what 85% of people do.
It's not unlike Rondo of Blood, except you're unlocking alternate pathways within the levels themselves, not alternate levels or hidden girls that you need to get the best ending. Like, I think... Okay, I thought things would pick up, a nice pace once the timer started running, but no, we're still doing this stupid fucking pachinko shit.
Not
Are we going to
every
spend the
game.
entire part here?
No.
Well, yes, because there's like. No? Oh.
We have the boss.
Oh, okay. Ryan, the menu screen does not. Oh, wait, you beat the boss in this part?
Yep.
Oh.
We just finished the level, so.
No.
Wow,
Thank
that was really
Christ.
Well, to be fair,
Thank-
most games, even like some considered the best ever, have levels like this where you're just like. Ugh.
Yeah, but this like really snuck up on us.
Yeah, well, I'd rather have something that's average that you can blow through pretty quickly than something that's tedious and really, really long. And that is pretty much why Big the Cat is so hated. Like, above and beyond even the other characters. Like, okay, let's say Amy Rose, okay, she's slow, yeah, but she's only about as slow as your average 3D platformer character, so that's tolerable. Big the Cat is a character that you spend like 20 minutes at a time trying to get the goddamn fishing line to even work right in the first place.
And that's why Adventure 2's better.
On that merit, I agree.
Oh.
But technically, you can say Sonic Heroes is better too.
Better than
2 minutes.
Adventure.
No, you know what? I'd rather play any given level as any given team in Sonic Heroes than have to go through the pain that was getting used to Big the Cat again.
Although
But, yeah,
I would
sure, I
rather
could-
go through, well, just based on time, I'd rather go through Big's story than go through like chaotic
no.
story.
I can beat any Big the Cat level in under 10 seconds now. But that wasn't my first playthrough experience. That was after
Yeah.
I figured out how to do stuff.
Yeah, and that's a bit of an argument that really bothers me when people will try to defend something. Look, I don't judge you whether or not you like something or not, but when you have to defend it, you can't assume that everyone is as good as you were on your first playthrough. It's like, oh, you can finish Big the Cat's ice cap level in 10 seconds. Yeah, when you know what the fuck to do. You're not gonna do that in your first playthrough, and that goes for a lot of things. Anyway, there's a boss here. Is that a pacifier on its nose?
No, they're earrings. This is my favorite boss in the
nose
game.
rings.
What
is this? What are we even kill? What did we even just kill?
I don't know.
Oh, we got Patara earrings.
Who'd want to fuse with Wario?
Let's hope they're.
Yeah, who would want to fuse with Wario?
No, it would have to be Mario. What kind of sick Vegito knockoff would that even be? And would they be a bigger asshole than Vegito himself? That's the major question here.
Mario and Wario fuse to become
Luigi?
Mario. What?